Hi, welcome to Party Food Hero. I'm Aaron. Today we're going to be making a side that you are going to see at every barbecue that you go to, or at least you should see at every barbecue that you go to. It is baked beans. Now, the great thing about baked beans is you can kind of make them however you want. I love baked beans because they are sweet and delicious, but also because I'll usually have leftover pulled pork, brisket, smoked sausage, or whatever, and that you can just add that to your baked beans and it just enhances them in that direction of whatever type of meat you put in it. So it's always a little bit different when you're using the different leftovers that you have. And if you don't have leftovers, you can always throw bacon in, or don't throw any meat in at all. But shame on you if you do that. Put meat in your baked beans. All right, so very easy, very flavorful. Let's go check it out. Here are the ingredients for the most delicious baked beans you are ever going to have, and they are absolutely bursting with flavor. Let's get started. All right, first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna set up your smoker or oven to 250 degrees. Cool little app. Go Recteq. All right, so the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna drain your baked beans and then put them into whatever device you want to cook them in. I'm using an aluminum pan. You can put these in a pot. You could put it in whatever's going to contain all of the ingredients and can withstand the heat of 250 degrees. You can use that instrument. I enjoy using the aluminum foil pan. Works out great. So you're just going to add all those in there, and then next we're going to add in the red onion. And you don't have to use red onion. I used red onion because that's what was in my refrigerator. And if I would have had yellow onion, I would have used yellow, and etc., etc. Then you're going to add in your green bell pepper. And you could use jalapenos. You could use red bell pepper. Probably not as much jalapeno. Yeah, do it. Do whatever you want. And then I added in some garlic. I think that's what that was. What did I put in there? Yeah, it was garlic. And that garlic can be a little stubborn to get out of your glass container, so that's why I'm using a spatula. Next, you're gonna add in some chipotle powder. I think that's what that was. Now you're gonna add in some brown sugar. And here's where you can kind of dial it up, dial it down for sweetness. If you want more sweetness, add more. Less sweetness, add less. Then you're gonna put in some of your favorite hot sauce. Frank's hot sauce. Frank's hot sauce. Please sponsor the show. Now you're gonna put in some Worcestershire sauce. No one knows how it's made, but it is necessary. Then you're gonna put in your favorite barbecue seasoning. I put in a chipotle habanero, no, cherry habanero barbecue rub that I really like. Now you're gonna put in some mostaza or mustard. Make sure you get it all out. And then you're gonna put in your favorite barbecue sauce. I don't remember what the name of this barbecue sauce is, but it's really good. It's one of my favorites. So much one of my favorites I can't remember. Sorry, whoever you are that made that barbecue sauce. Anyways, I'll put it in the description to give them a shout out. Then I had a bunch of extra smoked pulled pork that I made actually a couple months ago and I froze. So I thawed it out and chopped it up and put it in here, and it turned out fantastic. You could substitute that with bacon, with chicken, with brisket, with whatever you have. This is what I love about baked beans, is you can really utilize a lot of the stuff that's been sitting around in your refrigerator or your freezer for a while, throw it in there, and it just turns out amazing. So play around with this. When I make this, it's almost never the same. I do the basic ingredients of, onions and that kind of stuff for the vegetables, but then I switch up the meats, I switch up a lot of the stuff. So make it your own, but make it delicious. Now you're gonna take your uncovered beans, put them inside your smoker or heating device, whatever you're using, for 1 hour and 30 minutes. Then after an hour and a half, you're going to give them a little stir. And you can just see those ingredients really coming together just so deliciously. Stir it really well, and then you're going to cover it with aluminum foil and cook it for another hour and 30 minutes. That's gonna make sure that all of the vegetables and everything you put in there have softened and that all of the flavors have combined very well. So get that aluminum foil on there, close the lid, another hour and a half, you are good to go. Now it's been an hour and a half, or I guess a total of 3 hours, and let's take a peek. Let's see what we got here. Baked beans. And the cool thing about it too is the pulled pork that I had in there just completely kind of broke down and just was super tender and really added to the deliciousness of these baked beans. These are a hearty baked bean, so be prepared for hearty deliciousness when you make these. They're super hot right now, so they might look a little liquidy, but once they cool down, ooh, they are hearty and delicious and just packed with flavor. You got to make them. Now for my favorite part.
All right, now for my favorite part of the video, I get to eat the food. Now, the thing I love about baked beans is just how versatile they are. You can eat them on their own. You can add them to a hamburger, to a hot dog, to whatever. Mix it up with your potato salad or macaroni salad. I know, sounds weird, but I love mixing flavors. But yeah, so the other thing I like about this recipe is these are hearty. These aren't soupy. I hate when you get the baked beans that are just essentially a soup with some beans in there. This is hearty. This is thick. It is flavorful. It is making me hungry as I'm looking at it and smelling it because it smells so good. But let's give these a little try. They're delicious. They're really, really good. You get a little bit of that onion, the green pepper. You get a little heat on the back end from the hot sauce and the chipotle pepper. God, those are really good. It really, I mean, I could eat this just on their own. This is like summertime. This is summertime chili. You can just, oh, that's so good. Sweet summertime chili. That's what baked beans should be called. Trademarked it. So yeah, so they're amazing. They're delicious. They're a little savory. They're sweet. You want to know what? If you, like I said, you can make these however you want. If you want to be a little more savory, take out more of the sugar. If you want to be sweeter, put in more sugar. There's just so many different things that you could put in that you can totally make these your own. But just make sure it's not soupy. Nobody likes soupy baked beans. Not at a barbecue, at least. Maybe if you're in like Britain for breakfast, those baked beans are delightful. But for a backyard barbecue, this is what you're looking for. Amazing. Make it next time for your backyard barbecue, whether it be with family and friends or by yourself, doesn't matter. Don't forget, check us out on Instagram at Party Food Hero. Go to the website, partyfoodhero.com, has all the recipes, tons of recipes there, all the videos, everything you need to make amazing food for yourself or for a party or for whatever. You want to impress a girl you're gonna be taking on a date? Check out the pink pasta recipe. It's how I snagged my wife. She thought I was an amazing cook, and that was way before I even really started cooking. Anyways, but yeah, tons of recipes. Check them out. They're easy to filter through. You click on them, there's the recipe. You don't have to go through a million pop-up ads and a million descriptions of somebody's life. It's just the recipe. You know what I'm talking about. If you've ever gone to a recipe website, they're the worst. I hate them. That's why I wanted to make a website that is super easy to just get your recipe and then get out. So there you go. Super good. Don't forget to make it. And remember, be Party Food Hero. I am going to reheat some of the brisket I made, and I'm going to make a brisket sandwich and put this inside of it. And I'm excited about that.
Be the Par Food Hero.
So good.